Hello my fellow Brickheads, it is I, Galaxy of Bricks here, and welcome to another LEGO video. And today's video is a set review, but it is a set review that has been in my collection for a very long time. It has been already built before I set up my YouTube channel and I did all my TikToks and Instagrams and things like that. And also, it is one of my personal favourite sets that I currently have in my collection, and it is set number 75254, which is, as you can tell by the box, it is the ATST Raider set that was released in 2019. Now, when I originally got this set, it was a gift I got off someone, and it was £49.99 after doing my research for this video. I didn't obviously know the price of it at the time. When this was released in 2019, it released with 540 pieces, so it's quite a lot with it, and you got 4 minifigures with it. So, without any further ado, we'll get into the video, and to kick things off, we will go into the minifigures, and then we will look at the set itself, and I will give you a little bit of backstory to both the figures and the set as the video wears on. So, to kick things off, we will start with the bad guys with this set, which you get 2 of, and you get, here we go, you get these guys. Now, on the box, these are listed as Clatoonian Raiders. Now, the Clatoonian Raiders they're pirates and mercenaries, and basically they're just thugs and bandits, as portrayed in The Mandalorian. The episode itself that this set is based in is based on an episode of the first season of The Mandalorian. I think it's season 1, episode 2 or 3. It's one of the first 2 or 3 seasons, and it's called The Sanctuary. Now, the context is, without spoiling it, so if you haven't seen the show, please skip ahead the next minute or so, because I'll be giving you some spoilers about the episode, and there'll be spoilers throughout, so just please be aware. Okay, good. So, the context behind this set is the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, or Grogu, come to this planet, and they have to then take refuge from the people that are pursuing them. And whilst they're there, the village that they're staying in is attacked by the Clatoonian Raiders. They are not very nice. They steal the resources. They harass and kill and are just really nasty to the local population. And the Mandalorian and another character who is in this set, who I will be showing you briefly in a moment, organise a militia of sorts, and then begin to fight back against the Clatoonian Raiders. Now, I must admit, the Clatoonian Raiders are actually quite an interesting figure to have, because as you can see, they've got this sort of mismatched kind of uniform sort of style to them, so they're not overly very well presented that you would get with a lot of LEGO figures. As you can see, they're quite dirty, they're quite grungy, they're quite sort of grotty, they're not overly clean, but they've got enough equipment on them to do what they need to do. And obviously this one is sort of comes with this really nice sort of helmet style neck collar, which I assume is armor of sorts. It doesn't come with a helmet, this one, but you can use your imagination on that one. He probably looks like head armor, and he comes with this really long heavy blaster, which is just a standard blaster with the lightsaber sort of style hilt and a hook on it. As I stated in one of my previous videos, it's nice that LEGO have decided to go out of their way and have included blasters with extra accessories now, so you can change up the look of your blasters, because to have every blaster like this is a little bit bland really, but so it kind of helps that they're kind of giving you something to diversify your minifigures basically. So that's one figure, and now we come to my personal favourite of the 2 Clatoonian Raiders, which is this one. And what I like is he's got the dual welded blaster pistols, which I think the overall design looks very nice. They're quite skinny, they're quite sort of portable, they're quite easy to use. The headpiece as well that you get for him, the helmet piece, which is very nice. You don't see you don't see this in a lot of sets anymore. It used to be, best of my knowledge, it used to be used for sort of a lot of pilot sets, and I think there was a version of the Rebel Hoth Trooper that had a white version of this with a set of goggles, which is really nice. I know that the shoulder armor that he has is used in a lot of Ninjago sets, so it's kind of nice that LEGO have gone out of their way and have reused it for this. And overall, I just really like the figure. I think the fact that they've given you two of these guys and they're both uniquely different, but they're not so much that if you get the accessories, you can easily have them match it if you want, is really nice. And so far, as of time of recording, these are the only two Klatooinian Raiders that we have gotten in LEGO form. We've had Weequays, we've had Niktos, we've had a lot of other species, but Klatooinians, these are the only two, to the best of my knowledge, that we have had in LEGO form. So that's quite nice. And then we come on to one of the figures in this set, which has been released in another set, but this set and the other set that this character features in may be the only sets that you get them in now, because this character is no longer in The Mandalorian, and the actress herself has, for various reasons behind the scenes that I won't go into, has left the production of The Mandalorian. And that is this character, and that is Cara Dune. She is one of the mercenaries that the Mandalorian and Grogu meet on the planet. And initially, she's quite hostile to him, and she's not very nice. But when she sees the plight of the locals, she and the Mandalorian team up and help organise the defence of the village, basically. And, I mean, as you can tell with this one, like I said before, this one they give you a large heavy blaster with a dark lightsaber hilt as the front cover. I really like it. It's very fitting for her character within the show. She has a heavy blaster that's more like a sniper rifle kind of support weapon, so that's very nice. I think her armour printing is really nice as well. As you can see, it's this very dark blue. She's got like the metal riveting for chest armour, which is quite good of the character. The hairpiece as well, they've given her this long, dark hairpiece that sweeps to one side, is very nice, because in this show, she does have dark hair, but actually one side is shorter than the other. So I guess this is the closest that LEGO will get from this set, if you know what I mean. Like, it's the closest that they will be able to have to the hairpiece without making another one. She does come with a dual-sided head as well. So you've got this one, which is her more sort of pleasant, smiley, everything's okay face, and then the other side you've got her more serious, angry face as well. You can get her in this set, and you can also get her in Moff Gideon's Imperial Cruiser set, but this is the much cheaper option. So if you want Cara Dune to complete your Mandalorian collection, you're best off getting her in this set than Moff Gideon's Cruiser, because that is virtually twice the price of this, if not a little bit more now. So that's Cara Dune sorted. And then finally, we come to the namesake of the series that the set is from, and that is the Mandalorian himself. Now, this is his early armour from the first season of The Mandalorian, the first couple of episodes. It's not Beskar, so it's not durable. It's not as tough. I mean, it's tough armour, but it's not as tough. This is your more standard Mandalorian armour. Obviously, doesn't have a head, because at this point in the show, the Mandalorian doesn't take his helmet off. If you've seen my very first video I ever did on this channel, which was my top 5 good guys in Star Wars, he was one of my top favourite figures, the Mandalorian was, because he is just a great character overall. And I think the fact that LEGO have multiple versions of him, and this is one of the best ways to get the early version of the Mandalorian without getting him in the Razor Crest or the like the other sets where he's in his Beskar armor. So the Mandalorian Forge, the updated Razor Crest, and the Moff Gideon's Cruiser. It's a really nice set overall. And like I say, I like his blaster with this one because it's his blaster pistol, but it's a lightsaber hilt and a hook, a bit like the Klatooinian one. only this one is more in keeping with his long arm blaster that he uses in the show. So you get 4 very good figures with this set. 3 of them are exclusives. Two of them are exclusives, which are the Clatoonians. But obviously, this version with this style of weapon is an exclusive, and Cara Dune herself is only in one of the sets. So the minifigure selection for this set is very, very, very good. Now we will move on to the ATST Raider itself now. And wow, I mean, let's just look at that for a moment. How cool is that? I think the fact that it's got the mismatched colours to denote its wear and tear, it's not fresh off the rack like a lot of Imperial ATSTs are. This is got this kind of weathered, pre-owned, thrown together look. Hence why you've got one section of the leg which is red, and you've got the other one which is a much darker colour. You've got the white paint on the front, on the legs. You've got wiring on the legs and the back as well, which kind of shows it's a bit of a hodgepodge, a bit of a mismatch as well. Then you've got the side turret here. You've got the chin turret here. And then you've also got the not the stud shooters, the spring-loaded shooters, which you have to twist at the back and they shoot out, but I'm not going to do that because I nearly lost them last time. I'll give you a look inside the cockpit as well. And that's the inside of the cockpit of this set. It's very Technic focused, so if you like your complicated intricacies of this build, it's very good. And then obviously you've got the hatch as well, so you could have one of your Clatoonian Raiders stood in there overlooking, because when you actually see the ATST Raider in the show itself, it's actually in the dark. It's got glowing red eyes, which aren't featured with this set. This is just, you have to use your imagination with this one. And this has been procured or stolen or gifted or whatever to the Clatoonian Raiders, and they use this against the village and the militia, and it takes a lot to stop one because they've only got blasters, they haven't got heavy artillery, they haven't got spaceships, they haven't got armour as well. So it's kind of like nice that LEGO have taken the tried and tested design, because at the time of release, this was the most updated version of the ATST we had. We had the Rogue One version, which was in 2016. This was 2019. The Hoth ATST, which came out the early part of this year, I have that in my collection. As you've seen, I've done a review of that one. This is kind of looking back at the two contrasting sets. I prefer the design build of the Hoth ATST because it is very crisp, it's very clean. It's taken all the best bits of previous ATSTs and have put them together into one. What I like about this one is the fact that it's taken what we love about the ATST, the best bits of it from previous iterations of the set, and it has stayed as faithful as it can to the interpretation we get from the series. So yes, it isn't Imperial, but I don't think that matters, because if, like me, you're a big fan of the Mandalorian TV series, you like the fact that LEGO have done quite a lot of Mandalorian sets that haven't been bad. I mean, there have been one or two exceptions, but the vast majority of them have been really, really, really good. And to me, this is one of the best Mandalorian sets you can get out there from the first line of Mandalorian sets. Obviously, you've got some of the newer sets like the Mandalorian Armor as Forge and the Dark Trooper attack sets, which are better overall in terms of price and things like that. But in terms of just iconic kind of sheer coolness, this is one of the best. And I mean, it is a little bit top heavy, so you have to be very careful with it. As you can see, it kind of leans forward, and I'm zooming in for you then. Obviously, you've got, you know, the brown sort of pieces there to denote its wear and tear and its rustic kind of muddy, grungy kind of look. It does spin about 180 degrees, which is very nice. It doesn't go all the way around. It kind of just goes like that, which isn't too bad, actually. You've got sort of Technic pieces for the legs, as you can see. So they move like so. Though I would advise that if you're going to put this on display, don't alter the legs. Keep them as they are, because it can fall over, and it is very, very delicate in terms of the slightest vibration. So if you have this on display, keep it on a flat surface, keep it on a low flat surface. Don't put it up on a high shelf, because if it falls, it will just break apart and you'll have to rebuild it and not lose any of your pieces. Just to give you a look at the back as well, you've kind of got the air vents and stuff, and you've got the various sort of cogs and turning parts, the inner mechanics of the ATST Raider as well, which is very nice. So yeah, that's the ATST Raider overall, and as we come towards the end of the video, one thing I will say about this, I like the fact that they've taken an episode called The Sanctuary and they've done a set about it, because it's one of the major action pieces from the first couple of episodes of the first season of The Mandalorian, and it's actually a very good episode. I would highly recommend that you check it out. However, this retailed for $49.99 in the UK, which 540 pieces, $49.99 is a little bit steep, but it's got 4 minifigures. But if you think about it in realistic terms, the Hoth ATST actually only had that had 4 minifigures as well. But I mean, can we really classify the Rebel Trooper, Chewbacca, the ATST pilot, and a Viper droid as 4 figures, whereas this one you get 2 of the Classunian Raiders, you get Cara Dune, and you get the Mandalorian. So, you know, it's a bit steep, but when you look at the sheer minifigure sort of caliber you get with this set, I think paying that little bit more is worth it. You can get this on the Lego store, you can get this on eBay, you can get this on Amazon. So if you are looking to add this to your set, please, 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 please get it. It's one of my personal favourites. It's on my shelf next to my Hoth ATST, so I have both of them in my collection, and they just look amazing, like side by side. One thing that I am disappointed at, though, with this set overall is, whilst the build itself is cool, the minifigures are relatively good. You would think that Lego would have included a Baby Yoda or Grogu minifigure with this set, because he's a key part of the episode. The episode is him seeking sanctuary with the Mandalorian. He isn't in this set. The only way to get him, apart from a version of him in the Advent calendar, and obviously you get his Brickhead version, is in Moff Gideon's cruiser, which is well over £100 odd. And again, you would get Cara Dune with that set, and you would get some good minifigures with that set. But you'd think a set like this would have Baby Yoda in it, and it doesn't. And I think that's a bit disappointing, because of the price you're paying. You could throw Baby Yoda in. He's only about so big, so I don't see that as being much of an issue. There is an issue with the Clatoonians as well. Their skin colour in the pieces that they've used, they're actually pale skinned. They're actually more like a greyish white in the TV series, but in this they're more of like a sort of a muddy kind of bricky brown colour, which, I mean, isn't too bad really. I guess it's not like a deal breaker because you only get 2 of them, but I think if you're going to remain as faithful as you can to the episode, you want to have something like this in your set as well. And I think just, yeah, a couple of pale-faced Clatoonians would have been more screen accurate, but again, I'm being picky. So so yeah, overall, we are coming towards the end of the video now. Like I say, this is one of my favourite sets from the Mandalorian theme, and also one of my favourite sets overall. I think it's a great build. Yes, the price is a little bit steep, but you get some great minifigures, and if you are bored at home and you're not sure of something to pass the time for a little bit, pick it up, give it a build. You'll get the satisfaction of building it, and it's very nice. Be careful with the legs, though, because they are the hardest part of the build. The legs are quite fiddly, and you have to follow the instructions very, very, very well, because otherwise you have to start over, because they are the opposite of each other. So pay attention to the instructions if you're doing the legs first and then working your way up. If you have any comments, questions or queries, please leave a message in the comment section below. I'll try and respond to you as best as I can. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to it. I very much appreciate that and all the feedback that you guys give me. I'll post some pictures of this on my TikTok and my Instagram, though I think I have pictures of this on my Instagram already. I'll update that for you as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this review, guys, because this has been one of my favourite sets to review for you so far in all the videos that I've done. And it's a set that I've had for a couple of years, but luckily I was able to keep the box. So winner, winner. Until then, guys, look after yourselves, and I shall speak to you all very soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye now.